the main broadcast in a minute. Oh, how you getting on, Daz?
A little bit better.
Seen a bit like best of luck, Mike, if I don't speak to you before.
Cheers.
There could only be 11 races in race 1 done.
Only 11 cars?
Yeah.
Alright. No Gary?
Running late. His daughter's not long come in from wherever she's been, and yeah. I don't press done on that, would I come? Turn this off.
I'm trying, mate. We don't know where the fuck the remote is.
Oh, it's on there.
It's not on there.
Well, then it's got to be on down the back of this thing then. Fuck me. I did this the other day. Check down the sides, Floyd, of the sofa. What's just... Right. I've just turned the box off. Babe, I've just turned the box off. Right, I just need to plug this mic in. Can you all hear me yet?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The final sector's where I'm losing all the time. Right, I'm going in the party with Mike.
Yeah, no worries.
Have fun, Matt.
Oh yeah, cheers. Best of luck, boys. Best of luck, honestly. Have a good
Yeah,
one.
cheers, boys.
Dear bud.
Hello.
Well, you alright?
Yeah, I had a message from Twitch saying all my tax information's wrong.
Oh, I've had the same thing.
So...
Yeah, so if you stream on Twitch now, by the way, double check after, because it started to not publish mine.
Yeah, I'm just doing mine at the moment, because...
Yeah, I'll do mine later. I can't remember the password for my Twitch, apparently.
Well, it didn't let me earlier, because I wanted 1 million... what's it called? My TFA, it wouldn't let me enter it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh right, okay.
Because McGowan's missing race 1. And Gary...
Right, they're completed. I just had to redo my national insurance number on there.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
No, fair enough, I'll figure out the password and sort it. Yeah, Gary's missing race 1 possibly, and McGowan's missing race 1, so that's it for race 1.
Good job it's for shorter race, isn't it?
Oh, you won't be able to see it. Tibbs put, why is there only 13? I went, well, where's your teammate? I know Max is working. Where's Tim? Oh, I think he ate SimPlay. And I just went, oh well, his loss.
So yeah, it looked like, yeah, my tax form wasn't right. Or it's expired because it's been a good couple of years. Is this any other information that hasn't changed since 2017? No. As far as I know.
I'll figure my password out.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't get any
30
bloody
here, so
subscribers anyway.
I might watch the NFL tonight, do a stream, I don't know. We'll see. Floyd! 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 James! One of you?
Yeah. Sorry, come here.
Turn the telly off, turn the lights off, put the Christmas tree lights and the stars on, please. And turn the conservatory light off. Share this around for the final time. PJ Phil's been messaging me all night about the wheel. Should I run automatic? Should I run manual? I've said run automatic. Don't fucking worry about learning gears. Get on the steering wheel. Stay on the steering wheel.
What's my excuse? Oh yeah, I don't have a wheel.
Yeah, but you're not. At least when you race the pad, your steering looks not somewhat normal. His is.
Mine looks like Overtaker's, don't it? Quite smooth.
Yeah. His is fucking.
He's
awful.
D-pad. That's D-pad.
It definitely looks D-pad, yeah. Right, let's turn the sound of the game up.
Yay, 11 cars, so...
This will be a shit show tonight, so we'll be boring as fuck.
Yeah, I'm already lining up other streams to be lurking in to watch at the same time. Oh, I know why it's needed to be changed. Just because there's now. When I first did it, it was still owned. It was before Twitch was owned by Amazon. It was.
Oh, right.
When I had first got my affiliate.
I'll have to figure out my password. In fact, I might do mine while those races on.
Completion of this step is necessary to make your account payable again. Yeah. Outside UK. Here's my national insurance number. Bye.
Where is it? Monetization? No.
No, if you go to your creator dashboard on your PC,
Yep, that's where I want.
it should pop up on the bottom saying that your taxes information's out of date.
It popped up the other day, but I can't see where it is now. Oh, hang on. I know where it might be. Analytics, earnings. There we go. Complete your tax thing. Retail
Yeah, all it is
royalty
just...
tax interview. Okay, verify account.
Yeah, all you got to do is just change it so it's your national insurance number, write your name exactly how you signed it at the first place, and...
Trouble logging in.
Go DWP. Do you get paid for that? No, unfortunately.
Use email instead. The Gaming Welshman 5@gmail.com. Continue. Enter username. The Gaming Welshman 5. Was there something wrong with the chat again?
Don't you really want? Should we really go live in a minute?
Fucking yeah, doing this. That'd be gas.
11 of cars. That's less than
I'm in a lot
half a
of pain-
field.
I'm in a lot of pain since 2 tonight. I just. Yeah.
back in a sec. Just watch this short stuff now.
Yeah, no worries, dude. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SimPlay Motorsport here for the finale of the Pro Championship. I'm your host, Matthew Duffin, joined in the commentary box by Phil Raven, aka PM Motorsport, in the chat. He's just had to step away for a moment, but he'll be back in a couple of moments' time. It is Donington Park, and it is the final time of the season that will be live for the championship running here on the channel. It has been a great season with great drama and great action throughout all of this pro field, and it comes to end tonight here at Donington Park. Ian McGowan might be missing race 1, and Gary Leach might not be able to make it as well, so there's 2 drivers that are already going to possibly be out of race 1. So this, oh, apologies, microphones just fell off. This is it for race 1. It could potentially be. Evening to Rob Smith on Orthodox, PM Motorsport, Mike Matthews, Gary Clarble and Tracy in the chat. Let's just extend this up because the chat's not working on the YouTube page for me again, so I can see it there. Been a bit glad to be back. Sky and I were in a car accident a few days ago. Thank God we're all okay. Sky's arm was banged up. Oh, Tracy, hopefully you and Sky are okay and that all is fine. Yes, Mike, we have gone live. Just ran into a little problem before we could press the transition button. We've sorted it now, so everything's fine. Don't worry about that one. And let's see what will happen as Phil is back in the chat. Phil, good evening. Welcome, obviously, to tonight, the finale here of Pro. What are we expecting around this brilliant Donington Park circuit?
Well, hopefully some really close racing, clean racing, and unfortunately, no rain. We've had a dry season.
I think that's one of the big talking points, isn't it, this year, is a dry championship throughout the entirety of this season, which is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, it's unheard of. It's December here in the UK. Winter. Yeah. It's barely above 4 degrees right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And nothing.
It's absolutely crazy, honestly. It's been absolutely fantastic to see. And yeah, like Phil says, no rain at all. And yet it is December. It is the winter time for us here in the United Kingdom. But either way, it's going to be an interesting one to see how we go through this final race of the year.
Yeah, well, let's hopefully it's a banger to end the season, because everything else has been banger. GT4s was fantastic. Pro-Am was fantastic last night with Ellie unbeaten since starting.
Yeah, she's done very, very well. Very, very well since coming in. Obviously, the championship standings we know look pretty good as well. It's going to be an interesting one to see what will happen next year, what changes will possibly be made, who's going to be in what car, what will be the car selections, what will be the team selections, who will be independent, who will be in what teams, and what drivers are going to be on the grid, Phil, because obviously 11 cars out here for race 1. The numbers really have dropped off in Pro this season, and again, with the weather, I think that's the other talking point to make, isn't it, that the numbers have just gone.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, really, isn't it? Because we like good, close racing, don't we? And big fields. Well, I don't like racing them, personally, because it's just too much to think about. Who's going to murder you next in the next corner? Especially the F1 games. Oh, wait, I do that myself at Mexico. Yeah, but looking at the pace, Dan's looking fast. So Skunky, so's O'Reilly. O'Reilly had a good GT4 night, didn't he?
He did.
So
yeah.
It's just a shame he missed quite a lot for the season because of wheelbase problems.
Yeah, Skunky missed a couple of races as well due to other things. You know, obviously we've had then Richard Beasley pulling out due to Xbox problems. So really, all in all, Phil, it's been difficult, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's well, sometimes technology fails us, doesn't it? Unfortunately, and that's the way it is.
Yeah,
but
that's the way it
we're here
works.
now for the final time this season. Well, we've got the fun event on Sunday, which is going to be a giggle.
It's going to be an interesting one. We'll get more into the fun event a little later on. But tonight, obviously, is going to be absolutely huge. What are we looking forward to the most here tonight, Phil?
You know what I really would like to see? I would like to see Clouden win a race in Pro this season.
Yeah.
So he's still going to burn the Merc at the end of the season.
Yeah, more than likely.
It's
More
not
than likely.
join John's car. It's not join the Jag. In a nice big pile of smouldering metal and carbon fibre. But yeah, it's going to be a good. Oh, well, I would like to see that. I would like to see Ben on the podium as well, because he's been holding BSP up all season.
Yeah, obviously Tibbs has been around for a while, every now and again, hasn't he, to chip in with
Well,
some
yeah,
points. But
oh.
Ben has done really well, if you ask me. Ben's been fantastic.
Yeah, I'm just reading what Tracy said. I hope Sky's feeling better, because being injured is not fun, especially if you've got a wheel that likes to rip your arm sockets out.
Yeah, hopefully,
Don't know what wheel Sky uses.
Again, I don't know where the chat's playing up on this Thursday evening. This is the problems we've been running into.
Oh.
Good evening to Chris in the chat as well. Evening, everyone. How is? We're all good. We're good in the commentary box. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a good night. We're going to bring you as best show as we possibly can, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully it should be an absolute cracker. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening on YouTube itself. I can't create any polls because it's not. I've got the chat on the Streamlabs, but I can't create the polls due to something not working properly on YouTube itself with me being able to do the stream. So yeah, we do apologise for the time being. There will not be a poll unless this sorts itself out.
Just comment.
I was trying to get this working. This is why we came live late. But like Phil says, just comment who you think will be the man, or actually the man on pole position, and see who you think will be the person to take that.
Just say who you want to see on pole, who you want to see win.
Well, actually, at the minute, it's who you want to see win the first race, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because Sky's on pole.
Sky is on pole, so hopefully he'll get a good start here. Obviously, it's been a while since we've had a Sky Schunkelmeyer win. I'm sure he'd love to take the race win. Obviously, Christmas being next week, be a good thing to take into Christmas. If you are around on Sunday, I believe Yoshi and maybe a special guest commentator will be in the box for the fun event. It is 8 BMW M2s. It is 8 Ferrari Challenge, 8 Super Trofeo and 8 Porsche Cup cars. Sky Schundelmeyer has registered for that event as well in the Porsche Cup, which will be on the grid all at the same time for a 1-hour race around the Nürburgring. Just the normal Nürburgring, not the Nordschleife or anything crazy like that. And this is
we're not that
be,
much.
We're not. This is going to be the good thing about this is it's our first multi-class event on the channel, and it's going to be an interesting one. There is also talks of like an Audi. I think it's Audi's 25th year next year since their first win at Le Mans. So that is one that we're looking to do as well. That's an event we're looking to try and see if we can get
the
done.
Audi GT2 car.
This is it. Do you remember the ARL event we did, another American league that we've ran on a couple of times before, where they did the Mercedes night at the Nürburgring?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Well, we're on about doing, because it was 25 years since their first win at Le Mans, the plan is Audi GT2, Audi GT3 and Audi GT4 at Paul Ricard, because it's the only French circuit on the game.
And it has got a long straight, so it is a bit like the Mulsanne, isn't it, in a way?
You know? So there we go. That's the plan for a New Year event, as well as maybe some other bits as well to try and whet your appetite and see what we can come up with as well.
Chris has just donated £10.
Oh, Chris!
On Super.
Oh, Chris, thank you so very much for the for donating the £10 to the channel, Chris. That is so to us. As I'm not sure about your end, the stream was buffering momentarily there. It isn't anymore.
I think YouTube's been a bit like that for the past couple of days.
YouTube has been running funny. I've noticed a bit of that, and everything ran fine last night, but it's just not loading the chat up on the studio bit of YouTube for me. So at the moment, we're not going to be able to get the polls out just yet. But we'll see what happens.
It's buffering for me now, so I think it's YouTube just being YouTube. Or it could be my internet.
You know, if I look at that, the screen went, the picture went funny, and then YouTube started buffering. But Chris, thank you so very much. That £10 really does mean a lot. It really, really does. Possibly so.
I don't know what Twitch would be like. No, it is actually buffering.
Right, coming down into the Melbourne hairpin for the first outlap of the season, and who is going to do what here? This is going to be an interesting one to find out. Phil, who you taking for the win?
To be honest, either O'Reilly or Clouden, because maybe Patrick Ledger, because he's very, very quick. Part of me would love Sky to win one with her arm, but
running, thank you. But here we go then, it's green and go for the penultimate time this season. Good start from Sky Patrick Leisha, heading around the outside of turn 1. Jamal Clouden's having a little look up the inside of turn 1, and Sky Schundelmeyer at the minute getting the better of the start. Jamal Clouden now, who's got past O'Reilly at the beginning of this race, he's looking on the back of Leisha, down in towards the old hairpin for the first time, and dropping back down to Mike Matthews, who's going up the inside of Matt Wright. Through the old hairpin he goes, lovely move from Mike Matthews, as Michael Harris now getting a great run on Mike Matthews and on Matt Wright. Dan Davies trying to capitalise as well, and there is Michael Harris side by side with Mike Matthews. Matt Neal-esque move up the inside, a bit of door-to-door action between the two of them. Mike gets the better exit in towards Coppice Corner. They come now. Dan's also having a look and has to tuck that in back in. Great start though at the beginning here, and I think Dan's trying to get that up and under on Matt Wright.
Yeah, let's have a quality race as they go down the now known SimPlay Straight. I miss the Dunlop Bridge. I say that every time I see Donington Park. I miss the old Dunlop Bridge. That was there. I think it was a landmark. Mike defended heavily into Melbourne Loop, and there's contact between the two Michaels.
Yeah, Mike Matthews and Mike Harris off, and they two seem to be making contact recently. I don't know what is going off tonight, but it is not letting me change cameras at all. Please.
Oh, Clouden's spinning! He's hit the pit wall!
So Clouden's in the pit wall. Oh, we're stuck on this camera angle for the evening, so I don't know what is going on here. But Sky Schundelmeyer leads this race. Patrick Leisha.
Clouden's blocking pit entry.
And O'Reilly are side by side. So Clouden's blocking pit entry. There he is. Look, he's trying to get that out. He's in a jam. He's in a jam there.
That's wedged. He's going to have to return the pits for that.
Just realised my keyboard was working. It would help if I was pressing the right keyboard.
Were you pressing your PC keyboard?
Pressing my PC keyboard, yeah. Brilliant. Well done. There's me thinking it's not working and pressing all the buttons on my screen. I'm pressing the wrong keyboard.
Sky's got a lovely
Sky's got a great lead. 1.6 seconds from Patrick Leisha as he's pulling away a little bit. Skunky's on the back of O'Reilly. He's got Darren Yeo there as well. As Rob Smith, stop thanking Chris each time you say that. Say thanks, it buffers. Right, roger that, no worries. His wheel does rip your arm off. He's had me trying to race and it scares me. Goes in the chat and it did a little bit like the quality has dropped. I think this is just YouTube having a moment. I don't think there's a lot we can do on our end. We will keep trying.
Having a look inside the Daz in the Melbourne hairpin.
At the Melbourne hairpin, then as Sky and Skunky and O'Reilly are having a side-by-side bit of moments as well. Daz trying to come back. O'Reilly defends that one off. Daz back up the inside. Did Daz just cut the nose off of Dan a little bit there? I felt like there was a...
Yeah, I can see the fire being built right now by the rest of the Greasy Bandit squad. Or just what's left of Hypertex.
Michael Harris, fastest lap of the race last time round. Mike Matthews trying to get back on the train. The bonus is, this train is being held a little bit by Patrick Leisha, who's just gained on Sky a little bit. He's ran wide on the exit of Old Hairpin. Then it's O'Reilly Skunky. Darren Yeo's a little bit further back. Then it's Dan with Ben within a second. Matt Wright is 5/10 off the back. Then Mike Matthews is pretty close to the back of this pack already. This is going to be riding on board with Dan Davis, as again I'm pressing the wrong keyboard here. This is riding on board with Dan Davis then, on the dashboard camera, looking at Darren Yo. We're not going to, though. We're going to flip to Kieran O'Reilly, who's side by side. And that is move complete for him. Might even open the door for Skunky. Doesn't quite. And look at this train of cars, Phil.
Yeah, it is a bit of a train going on. And from on my POV, on my cameras, the tyre stacked straight in the middle of the road through the foggy S's. Which is not ideal, because they do quite a bit of damage to your car if you wallop them. So yeah, Clouden did get going. He's now gone through Coppice right now. So that is really unfortunate for Clouden.
Yeah, it is really unfortunate at the moment for him. Is not sure what happened. He just lost it on his own. Around the car went. Either way, he's trying now to just score some points.
Yeah, here's a well, got to get points, aren't they? So I'll just quickly do that. Pit window has open.
Sorry, apologies. If you are experiencing some buffering, by the way, on stream, the error report that's come up is apparently that we are not there we go. They've sorted it their end. So it is something their end that the video is not receiving a smooth enough stream. Should be smooth enough. Everything is linked up by a wire. So yeah, it is definitely there. And stream died again, and the same there. So yeah, the stream is definitely having a few problems there tonight. But O'Reilly now putting the pressure onto the back of Skunky as Darren Davis as well, just behind Darren Yo. Darren Yo goes to defend from Dan Davis, puts himself deep. Oh, Darren Yo there put himself in an awkward position because yes, Dan had a look, but Darren Yo really then chopped the nose off Dan, went very aggressively defensive, and then went deep himself.
Yeah, as oh, Ledger's first to box.
Yep, Skunky goes in, as does Darren Yo. So 3 already coming into the pits. Mike Matthews stays out as well. Jamal Clouden already done his stop as well, Phil. 4 drivers, 4 Ferraris into the pit lane.
Yeah, well, out of the 5 Ferraris we got on the field. Is it 5? Yeah, because Mike stayed out. I was losing count then. It's been a long season. 12 weeks is a long time. Well, I'm entitled to have a brain fart now, aren't I? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I can have a brain fart. Trouble is though, they go into the pit, so it resets the camera to camera 1. Which, camera set 1 is not as good as camera set 2.
No, it's not as good.
No, now O'Reilly's released. Let's see if he can catch the back of Sky.
Well, also Dan Davis has been released, hasn't he, from the back of the back of Darren Yo, so he's also got a bit of time to move. This is Ben, who was close. Skunky's on the back of Patrick Leger. We've got Darren Yo, who's actually been jumped by Matt Wright as Darren Yo, so he's got to do some work here.
Yeah, so just O'Reilly did catch about 0.5 of a second on Sky through that sector. So let's have a look, see if we get around, and no, Sky stays out. So does O'Reilly.
We're currently watching this off Patrick Leger with Skunky and Matt Wright with Darren Yo. Matt Wright's gapped Darren Yo a little bit. Patrick Leger and Skunky, this is the two that's really been pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, no pit callers this time round. So they're probably going to go as long as they possibly can. Beauty of around here is quite a short lap.
Yeah.
Really, for lap times. If only they had the old pit entry where it was before Goddard's, where you could set the fastest lap of the race going through the pits like 93.
Also a little bit of a banked corner as well coming down through that pit lane, but yeah, an interesting pit entry line to say the least. So at the minute all is looking well so far, and all is, you know, moving nicely and pretty swiftly as well. Hopefully the stream is back for you all, by the way. Hopefully you can hear us and that the stream is back. It is very, very... The quality
I'm watching it on my phone,
so poor at the moment on stream. I'm not going to lie to you all. This is definitely a YouTube problem.
But we go on as we have to try to. Does Sky pit this time by? Yes, he does.
Right, Phil, I'm just going to mute up a second and find out what he's trying to work you just talk us through. There's currently a battle between Patrick Lager and Skunky. We'll just talk about this one momentarily before I cut away to try and figure out what is wrong. As Patrick Lager going around the outside of... Skunky going around the outside of Patrick Lager. Matt Wright is in the background. He's dropped Darren Yeo 2 seconds, and Skunky gets past Patrick coming in towards Goddard. So a great move there as Schundelmeyer's in the pits and done, and Mike Matthews also in the pits. How close he going to be off the back of Darren Yeo coming out? He's dropped now and is one of the earlier pit boxers. So as we pan out, Mike Matthews is there, look. Does he come out ahead of Matt Wright? No, he does not. No. What about Darren Yeo? He does, Darren Yeo. So Darren Yeo not having the pace there to get the jump. Dan, fastest lap of the race. We'll keep, though, on the Patrick Lager Skunky fight for you, Phil.
Yeah, as I've now got to find him again on my time and scoring board. As you can't see this as I flick camera angles. So it's Skunky in front of Lager in the slightly darker blue Ferrari over the lighter blue Ferrari. Got to say it's like a radio show now, and as heading towards Cobus now, Skunky looked like he's up the edge a little bit on Lager or Liger, or he's French, so it's a French name apparently, and yeah. Peugeot. For me, the tyre stack is still in the middle of the road up for Foggett Yeses, but Skunky looked like he is slowly breaking away now from this and catching the back of Sky, who's done his pit stop, and that was a stop and drop, 1 litre of fuel, done, go. As Matt is trying to sort out what is going on with the stream. Hopefully everyone can hear me and not like anyone wants to hear me. It looks like Minecraft. Yeah, I've got games that look better than some of the time stream Minecraft from 20 years ago. As Matt's panned the camera to Daz, as Daz is on the back of this battle. So we've got all the Ferraris in a row right now in this race.
What I think we're going to have to try and do is we're going to have to try and stop the stream on, or just try and stop the stream when we're on the break in the mid-session. We can only apologise for this. Audio is fine from Chris. We can only apologise for these problems we are experiencing here this afternoon. We believe this is a YouTube issue, so yeah, we apologise for that. We're hoping to bring you some of the action, but it's Kieran O'Reilly who currently leads from Dan Davis. There's Jamal Cloud, who's about to be lapped by these drivers. Dan Davis goes into the box. Ben is currently running in a P3 tonight. He's going to box. Michael Harris carries on his way. Sky Schundelmeyer, though, Phil, 1.6 to Skunky. This could really favour O'Reilly here, and it could have possibly favoured Dan in the jump over Sky Schundelmeyer due to the fact that they had clean air.
Yeah, and it's not a very long pit lane, is it? This one?
No, it's not.
It's literally very, well, it is very, very short. So Dan is out and away. And there goes Sky. Sky's in front of Dan.
Yeah, but Dan has crucially got himself ahead of that of Skunky. So it was behind Darren Yeo. Has managed to jump Skunky by pitting now. So a great pit stop from Dan Davis there. Has moved him up the order a little bit. And that is a good stop from Dan Davis.
Yeah, there's stayed out while he was in clear air, so he could jump the other cars. As O'Reilly should be pitting, well, he's got time to pit one more time, hasn't he?
Ooh, yes, he has. He can go around again. Can O'Reilly? Right, Dan Davis on the back of Sky Schundelmeyer, bringing Skunky along for the ride as well at this stage of the race.
Yeah, as O'Reilly's now going to go round Goddard, so he's getting quite close to Clouden. Oh, sorry, hiccup. O'Reilly's in.
Where is Clouden? Oh, he's there. Sorry, there he's about.
Does Harris follow O'Reilly in?
I'd be surprised if Harris didn't. I'd be surprised if he risked it. Dan's pulled out to have a look, by the way. On the outside of Schundelmeyer, tries to bring it back in, get the up and under. Bonuses, Tibbs with the natural line would have had the inside line for the next part of the Goddard's hairpin. Donington Park, by the way, for 1 litre of fuel, if you get the pit stop bang on, it's only a 27 loss.
O'Reilly stopped it.
Oh no, O'Reilly stop's not counted. You're right, Phil. Oh, so he's got to do it again. No, and he's going to miss it. He's going to miss it.
Yeah, Did it happen to Tech Leader last night?
No, Tech Leader didn't add fuel. He watched his stream back and sent me a screenshot. He only repaired his damage. He forgot to add the 1 litre of fuel as Michael Harris all sideways through turn 1 as he's got himself out in between Daz and that of Ben. And Darren Yeo at the minute doing what he needs to do. Team SPR can finish second. That could massively help out Jamal Clouden here. But we've got a 3-way fight for the lead, Phil. Sky from Dan from Skunky.
3 different manufacturers as well. We've got Porsche, Lexus and Ferrari. O'Reilly's got to be out of it because he's not going to get round in time unless he cuts out.
Yeah, no, O'Reilly's not going to get round. I think Dan's struggling for tyre temperature here because weaving down the straight, but not a weave of blocking, a weave of warming the tyres up. You can tell it wasn't to block Skunky.
Oh, Sky's defending.
He is defending. He's not got the best run through the chicane. I think Dan's tyre temp, maybe pressures are low after that pit stop. Dan gets the up and under. Sky's gone a little too deep. Has to get it turned in. And Dan now has got ahead of Sky and now comes across to defend the inside line. And Dan Davis leads this race in the first one. Skunky trying to get up and under Sky as well. Pit window is closed, so O'Reilly may as well just keep going. Yeah, he may as well just keep going.
Well, it's just harsh. It just didn't click, did it, for his stop?
No, just didn't click for his stop. That's a shame. He's obviously forgot to put that 1 litre in. Skunky runs wide at the exit of Redgate onto the grass as we go back towards Sky Schundelmeyer with Skunky, with O'Reilly and with Patrick Leisure then on the back of him, and down in towards Old Hairpin they come. And through Old Hairpin, there you go. Both Skunky and Sky on the grass a little bit there. The problem for O'Reilly is 130 seconds. That's 2 minutes 10. So he's got to pretty much lap Clouden.
Yeah, he's got to be dead last.
Oh, Skunky's gone deep. I think he tapped the back of Tibbs and didn't want to pass Sky Schundelmeyer. That's gave O'Reilly the run up towards Coppice. O'Reilly's gone up the inside. Patrick Lage's trying to go up the inside of Skunky. They've both made contact. Patrick Lage's on the grass. Matt Wright will come through. Skunky's also on the grass. And Lage gets back now ahead of Skunky. And here comes Mike Matthews. Mike Matthews is going to capitalise. He's got past Skunky himself.
Yeah, Mike capitalised with that, hasn't he? So... But, so unfortunate for O'Reilly, isn't it? He's defending again from Sky into the Melbourne Loop.
Yeah, I think for O'Reilly, he's kind of fighting a losing battle at the minute. Sky's now net second place because of O'Reilly's penalty they'll be getting at the end of this one.
Yeah, but it's just such a...
Ian
McGowan's joined the session.
Yeah, he's managed to get in. He won't score points for that. He has got in, though, so that's the bonus. That'll give us at least 12 cars, we hope. Gary Leach will be on the grid at the end as well.
So, yeah, McGowan's actually made it in now to race later, as one of my devices just beeped at me. I don't know which one.
So Sky Schundelmeyer in a fight. Sorry, PM. Dropping down to technology. Ben. Ben's got Michael Harris and Darren Yeo trying to gain on him. So Ben at the minute's got to do a bit of defensive work here just to try and stay in front a little bit.
Yeah, Ben would be glad to see the back of his Aston as well. So
yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
So Dan started at the back, and he's P1.
Yeah, leads again. He's done well as Dan. You know, it'll be another race win this season, just adding to them stats for Dan Davis. This is why he's leading all the stats, really. He's a fantastic driver and a great competitor. And just a shame these grids have dwindled off towards the end of the season. Right.
Pity we could have allowed the fast guys some Pro-Am in.
I reckon we should have. But there's obviously places up for grabs. That's why they're not in tonight. As Ben now really started to defend from Michael Harris. Darren Yeo also having a look. Oh, Darren Yeo a little later on the brakes and goes very, very deep. Does Darren Yeo there?
Skunky and Mike go side by side over the line. Skunky's got back in front of Mike.
He has indeed. Thank you, Phil. As we was watching the other fights, so Skunky leads. The problem for Darren Yeo now is he needs Gary in, because in that constructors fight between himself, Team SPR and Redline Junkies, they can do it, but they need 80 odd points over Team SPR. Well, McGowan's not scoring in this first race, but neither's Gary, so Daz could do with Gary in race 2.
Oh, Mike's lost it on a curve.
He has. Is he still going? He is. He's fine at the moment. Darren Yeo's dropped right off the back of Michael Harris. This is on board with Michael Harris. If I stop pressing the wrong keyboard, and Michael Harris here getting closer to the back of Ben. There's going to be 1 lap left after this.
Well, it isn't really the Donington decider, is it? Like it was British GP.
No, it was only Tuesday that was the Donington decider because it was the only championship left up for grabs, wasn't it? It was the Alton outcome last week. There we go. Doesn't suit his driving style. Harris, missed the chicane a little bit there. Matt Wright's on the back of Sky Schundelmeyer now. In fact, he's going up the inside through the Melbourne hairpin. Is this of the Ferrari? No, Sky Schundelmeyer powers out the corner. Chris saying that it doesn't suit his driving style, but 4th in the Drivers' Championship, not too bad. No, it's not bad indeed. No worries, Peter will step that. And good evening to Gowney, a.k.a. McGowan, who's obviously in for race 2. Here in this race, Dan starts the final lap of the race, and it's now Sky Schundelmeyer, who is that net second place, let's not forget, with O'Reilly currently second, but obviously with that penalty to his name. Sky, look at the rear of Sky's car. Let's go on board with Matt Wright. Look at the rear of Sky's car. Again, wrong keyboard. There is a lot of damage to that rear wing and diffuser.
He's been love-tapped, hasn't he? He's been more
than loved up there, Phil. I think he.
It's not broadcastable. What I want to say.
I hope he got an invite out for dinner. That's all I'm going to say. First, is Sky Schundelmeyer
did they buy him steak?
Defending from a gaggle of Ferraris in this race. Matt Wright P4 from Patrick Leger, from that of Skunky, then just behind, and Mike Matthews trying to get on the back train, as well as here comes Matt Wright side by side with Sky Schundelmeyer down the SimPlay straight. Schundelmeyer tucks in. Matt Wright's already got past. Now Matt Wright needs to get the chicane absolutely bang on. Schundelmeyer trying to hang on in there till the very end. He's possibly going to lose out even more places. Skunky's on the grass. That could allow Mike Matthews through. And Patrick Leger comes to take the podium away from Sky. Sky's going to try and get back underneath him though. Dan Davis though is coming towards the line. He's miles out in front. Let's watch his fight play out. Somehow Mike's got to head Sky slow. Dan Davis crossed the lines for the race win. Kieran O'Reilly second place, but it won't be for him. Matt Wright will be P3 from then that of Patrick Leger, Mike Matthews, Skunky. Then it will be Ben. Then it will be Michael Harris. Then it'll be Darren Yeo. It'll then be that of Sky's out. He's out of fuel. That is rolling to the line.
How far away is Clouden to give him a little push?
He's only coming down the SimPlay straight. This could be horrible for Sky Schundelmeyer in this race.
Knock it in a neutral and let it roll down.
He's coming to the line. Yeah, he's coming to the line. And he gets to the line.
Yeah, Sky. That's out of fuel.
Yeah, that is out of fuel. Sky Schundelmeyer P10 just ran out of fuel at the end. Maybe that's why everybody was all over the back of him. Maybe he was fuel saving. And we just await for Jamal Clowder now. But Dan Davis, race win, fastest lap. Mike Matthews crossed the line, P5, not bad for him. Michael Harris crossed the line,
P8. Board had Dan winning that race?
P9 for Darren Yeo. Sky Schundelmeyer, as we P9 for Sky Schundelmeyer. It was P8 for Darren Yeo, as we know. Ben crossed that line in P6. Kieran O'Reilly finishes down in 11th place due to the time penalty. Skunky come across the line, P5. Jamal Clowden was 10th after that spin in the pit lane. Matt Wright finished the race P2 and on the podium. Good result for him. Patrick Leger P3 and another podium in the sprint. That is all we have time for in this first race. Don't forget to please stick around and we'll be back for race 2 in just a moment. Okay, we're clear. I'm going to try and stop my stream and restart my stream.